Good morning to one and all. Good morning. So I left you yesterday while I was doing all the washing. I'm still doing all the washing. Okay, thank you, darling. So shopping's arrived. So I've got this side cleared out now in my case. Put all my holiday-ishy clothes in there. I don't have room in my wardrobe for holiday stuff. Still on this, believe it or not. It's getting lower, but then I keep finding things that needs to be added. Like for one, Dan's little shoes. He got a bit of a couple of muddy scuffs on there yesterday. Right, this one's nearly done. So coming back from holiday, I feel fantastic. Feel absolutely great. The only thing is now though, I'm back to wearing this old scraggy thing. Well, I do have to today because I'm just washing in there and I get all my sleeves all wet and everything. But I'm covering up my nice tan, which I wanted to say. I didn't get like the biggest tan out of everyone, but I wasn't bothered. I wasn't bothered at all. But it was nice to get like a small cover up, you know, which I've got. But the only thing I didn't really sort of get tanned, and I never wore makeup every day, and that's my face. So that's a bit peculiar. I don't know why. I know it kind of looks darkish and stuff, but a lot of that is probably just foundation anyway. Right, so I've just found another pair of knickers. Where did that come from? Right, let me just shove in some more. Yeah, so I'm just trying to I'm gonna have to change the water after this one, I think. Oh no, I can't because there ain't no hot water. I'm going to put see if I put the hot water on with the washing machine and the tumble dryer, it all blows. But I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Yeah, my face never really sort of got tanned, which was really peculiar. I do have brown patches there, which I've shown you because my mum has vitiligo. Is it vitiligo? I think that's what it is. She had like brown patches everywhere, all on her face everywhere. So if it's that, then it obviously means then that my pale skin won't get tanned, but never mind. Yeah, I never come back with a massive tan. If I was to go away again now though, at least I would have a base, wouldn't I? Right. So I am as yet to make dinner and everything, but it's still actually, although I've been at this quite early, I've been up since 6, but it is still actually morning time. It's not even classed this afternoon yet. But so I'm going to try and get at least all this pile done, the cream stuff, and then maybe tidy up and then focus on dinner for the night. Just in the middle of trying to do a bit of editing as well. Otherwise you won't have a video for tonight. And when I say tonight, I do mean tonight as in for your night as well. Today is the same day as what you're having. I'm up to date now with all my videos. Oh no. Well, it is the same day, but it'll be the next day because now this is my second vlog. That's what I meant. Right, let's wait for shopping. So I'm actually getting a bit of a backlog of washing now that needs drying. Are they dry? Right, they're dry. So I'll bring those in, put something else on. So I haven't really got that much washed and dried up yet. 2 items, a dress and a t-shirt. Had one of the best night's sleeps ever last night. It was much needed, so to say. 2 days sort of worth of travelling. Well, as you all know, can take it out of you, can't it? Oh, there's a sheet there. I wouldn't say these were perfectly dry, but they'll be all right. I'll get the iron on them. Some of these items I might not even re-iron just because after the bit coming out of the tumble dryer, some of them don't really need to. I do like with the t-shirts and stuff, but I'm not going to iron a massive load of stuff again. Right, where am I? What am I doing? One thing I've got to do also is clean me trainers. Now I don't really fancy putting these in the washing machine, because the last pair I did that turned out a bit of a nightmare. These are Puma ones, if anyone's actually interested. I quite liked them. Not typically the brand that I thought I'd ever buy, but I'm not a brand snob anyway. I just actually literally like the trainers itself. Just waiting for shopping. Shopping still hasn't arrived. So we got these off Timu, clothing stain remover wipes. Not used them before ever. Whether they're even any good. So what I'm going to do is I wore these from the start when I had a tan on, so they're going to be like a little bit sort of grotty around the edges, and I just want to just sort of clean them up a bit. Got a tiny little bit of a mark on there. Just see if they come up all right. So let's get these. Whether these are any good for clothes or not is another thing. I'll have to try that, won't I? Right. Stick. Try and get that through there. There we go. Smell nice. Are they wet enough? It's another thing. Oh, they don't twist, they just go on. Right, so I'm just going to start with a tiny bit there. To be fair, whatever this mark is, that any old wet cloth would have done that anyway. I'm just going to go around the outsides of them first. Yeah, I don't really want a chance washing these. A little bit sort of grubby there where I've had to pull it up, pull them on. Yeah, I won't really know. Like, if you can see on the laces there, sort of bit of tan. Tan does wash out. So these, in theory, should work. I just got these off Amazon. Really quite liked them. Now, why is that looking a funny colour now that I've wiped that? It's like it's gone yellow, isn't it? Now, is that just because it's wet? I hope so. Right. Oh, look, it's gone back in. That's a bit of a pain. Right, let's see if I can just clean up the insides. They're not terrible. I've had them where they're worse. I'm not saying that the wipes have been particularly rubbish, but maybe a proper damp cloth might have done this a bit better. Just bring you down a tad. Yeah, I just don't really want to be chance washing these. I'm going to go and get some spray. That's what I'm going to do. Some of me oxy spray. This is good stuff. Turn back time. So judging for what I can remember what is for dinners, right, washing's finished. I'll do all that in a minute. I might opt to, it's either going to have to be a really easy dinner today, or I might opt to do a shepherd's pie. I think he'll like that. No, this ain't coming up that great at all, is it? I might have to chance washing these, you know, one day. Although it's not bad, is it? It's not grotty, are they? No, I don't feel like they're grotty. Just a few little marks. I don't really sort of wear trainers. I mean, they're handy for holidays and stuff because you have a lot of walking usually, don't you? Either on the holiday or in the airport. Right, shopping's here now. Just give this a quick wipe. Job done. Made an executive decision. I think I'm going to do jack of potatoes today with like a chicken thing today. Right, so I need to get some liners in there. Now, going back on holiday, hold on, let me just find some liners. I had some kind of an attack, whether it being like, what's it called? Gallbladder. Oh, gallbladder attack. Now, I've had a really bad gallbladder attack before, and it actually feels like you're having a heart attack. And when I had that, obviously went to hospital, and not even what was it? Morphine. Not even morphine could take the pain away. So they gave me a date and everything to get me gallbladder removed. Unfortunately, then on the morning, I was all packed, ready to go. One of my medication levels, well, basically, I was too low on one of my medication things. It was actually my thyroid, my thyroxine. My thyroid was so underactive that they said that they wouldn't even put me on the bed, and I only found out on the morning that I was supposed to be having this. So when I had then the gallbladder attack, I'm going to call it a gallbladder attack, in breaded steaks. I'm going to do maybe one or two. No, I'll just do one of them. Maybe two. I'll put two on. So when I had then what I'm going to call a gallbladder attack on holiday, it frightened the life out of me. It was so painful. I was literally in horrendous pain and everything. It was horrible. But then after that, it made me realise, made me conscious of what I was eating for a few days anyway. And hold on, I'm just looking for cling film. And yeah, it made me very conscious of what I was eating then. And I almost then, I want to say, swapped food then for sweets, because I knew I was okay eating sweets, which I hadn't eaten sweets for months running up to it. So I've got to enjoy some sweets. Stopping all that now though. But whether it really was a gallbladder attack or not anyway, because I want to say I felt it in there, and it could have been my liver. I don't know. I was drinking like a lot of sugary drinks over there, which I'm not used to. I'm not even, Coke for me is like once a year, and I think I'd had about 2 Cokes, maybe 2 Cokes, but I had a lot of other sugary drinks. But anyway, my point is now, as of today, I'm feeling something again, feeling it all in here. So thank God I'm home at the minute. Dan did actually, bless him, buy me these tablets. Hold on, let me just go and get those. Now, I've never heard of these before, Buscapans. So some people, he was recommended by somebody saying it was amazing, it was brilliant. But then when Dan mentioned it in the vlog, some people was like, oh no, don't take those. So now I'm wondering, well, what to take? Because pain relief don't cure it. But anyway, I've got those just for extreme emergencies. But yeah, thank God I'm home anyway. And now that I'm feeling it all happening again, which I haven't had sugary drinks, I feel basically concerned with what I'm eating again now, so. But anyway, I suppose if it's going to happen. Oh, I felt that coming on actually that day. I don't know if it was the video before the one explaining that I'd had this hospital trip basically, but for us it was the same day. And on the video prior to that, even when I was looking back at that, you can see I wasn't well. I'd felt it all that day. And I said to Dan, I got really bad pain in that. But I went out with a brave face. We were going out for a curry night into the town and all that. And yeah, so, but even then I even felt it sort of running up before that for a couple of days as well. But that was the worst day, all that day. But I put a brave face on. All my washing's done. Yeah, so anyway, thank God I'm home. I've got those for an emergency to try. Maybe they work for some people, maybe they don't work for others. And if it happens again, at least I'm home, innit I? Right, finally got some water. Oh gosh, I am dehydrated and thirsty. So let's get this on. Yeah, so just jacket potatoes and then chicken. Might do 2 chickens actually. Just wrapped it up. No, I'll just do the one. To be fair, Dan hasn't really been eating the last, I wouldn't say the last week on holiday. He really didn't touch anything. And then when we got to the hotel, he didn't even eat nothing that day. Oh no, he had a tiny little bit of chilli on the plane, little tiny dish like that. Not even worth talking about, bless him. I'm not going to do too much overloading foods. Right, get some water in me. So I will keep you updated if anything comes off this pain, but I can feel it again. I don't know. I don't know if it is my gallbladder, because it can be deceiving, gallbladder. You can have literally a pain down there, but it's still referring to your gallbladder. But I always remember that very first attack I had. And don't get me wrong, I've had smaller ones since, but that I've only ever had one really large attack, which took me to the hospital. And there's actually a story to that, actually. I don't know if I really want to go into it today. Maybe I might talk about it. Anyway, I literally felt like I was having a heart attack. So when I went into the doctors, I will tell you. It's a bit of a personal story. So those stains have come out, look. That's well good. I can't remember even what side it was now, so they've come out, even on the trousers. Oh, tiny whiny bit on the trousers. But I think when they're dry, you probably won't even notice that anyway. Been quite a while, been outside quickly doing some editing. So another item that's washed and dried. I absolutely love this dress, it's pretty. So I've just got to change the washing over now. Yeah, so going back to my gallbladder, I never sort of explained the story. I don't know if I am going to go into the full shabam of it. I feel like I have to tell the whole story. So basically, I didn't know when this very first happened to me. I didn't know that it was gallbladder pain. So I think that was the very first time I probably noticed that I've ever suffered with it. So I generally thought I was having a heart attack. My dad took me to the doctors for an emergency appointment that morning, and told him I think I'm having a heart attack, because some of you may know, some of you may not. My mum died of a heart attack, age of 41. So I was I've always been scared then, the same as that always going to happen to me. So anyway, got to the doctors. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. Got to the doctors, and he suggested then, well, basically got me to go up to the hospital ASAP. And they did some tests, scans and stuff like that, and it turns out it was my gallbladder. Now, it ain't a matter of passing stones with me. They said that basically I got thousands of stones inside me. It's not something that I can ever pass, so that's why then I had to have the surgery to have it removed. But thank God it wasn't my heart. But the pain was so horrendous. Like I said, morphine didn't even touch it. I was still on the floor. I was in agony. And that's exactly how I did sort of feel on that night in Turkey. But slightly different. I felt like I could feel something inflamed, all inflamed there, all round there. Like now I can feel it. Because like I said, I'm suffering with it again today. So yeah, it is something I have to look into, maybe now trying to rearrange, because now my thyroid levels are back properly and stuff. So it is something that I should be really rearranging to get my gallbladder out. So anyway, I got to the doctor's with my dad anyway. It's a particular doctor. And this, ironically, turns out really weird. So I'm going in there saying I feel like I'm having a heart attack. He checks me and everything. He's unsure. But this doctor now was actually the doctor that had seen my mum on the day she died. Now, this is a little bit upsetting and stuff, especially to family members that are probably listening to this. Oh, hold on. Anyway, this doctor was the same doctor. So the day she died, she went to the doctors because she was having really bad pain. I don't know what it was, but I know she got to the doctors and she was suffering really bad pain one morning. And anyway, she died in the doctor's surgery. She's the only one that has actually died in that doctor's surgery. It's not my surgery, it's a different surgery. And she died in the actual doctor's surgery. What a horrific day. It's very upsetting. I really don't want to be talking about that. Yeah, he now works at my doctor's, or he did, and it was ironic then that I go in with what I felt like I was having a heart attack, and we were then chatting because my dad knows him and stuff like that, and we were then chatting that he remembers dealing with my mum because he said the reason he remembers it is because it's the only one that has ever died in the doctor's surgery and ever. It was horrific anyway. So he was very sympathetic and could understand really why I was panicking and why I was, you know, and needed to sing to and stuff like that. Right, anyway, I've got to turn this on. So just a bit of an insight there. I wasn't really trying to talk about my mother as such, but it was ironic that I'd gone in feeling like I'm having a heart attack. If you don't balance this out, it doesn't work properly. Yeah, just really trying to express like how the same doctor anyway. So I got to hospital thinking I've got to sort this out. There we go. So I get to the hospital thinking that I'm going to be having a heart attack that day. Luckily it was just my gallbladder, but yeah, that is something that I'm going to have to try and sort out, especially if I keep getting pain. So I just hope this ain't today. I really do. I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it. But anyway, I'm all good. I'm getting the washing done. Look, down to quite a small pile now. There's the pile of wet clothes is building up because there's only so much I can get dry today. There's no drying weather today. I'm actually going, because I'm washing Dan's these, I'm actually going to wash. Just run these are my new flip-flops. I'm just going to run them through as well. They're just sort of a bit dusty and dirty from the beach and everything. So I can get that done. Right, what's in here? Right, I've just put them in, haven't I? Getting back to the potatoes, I forgot to oil these beauties up, didn't I? I'll just quickly, could do with a little drop of oil as well in the house. Didn't have that on my list. Just make sure they're all covered. Usually I'd now do an extra few ones for the morning, but I don't feel like I need to today. I think tomorrow I'll be doing the shepherd's pie. Just get the oil off my hands. Alright. Pink Himalayan salt. Oh, it's oily. There we go, that'll do. I'm not going to stick them on yet. It's still a bit early as yet. So how am I getting on, you're asking? Because it's been quite some time since I picked the camera up. So these jacket potatoes have been on for 35 minutes. Looking good. So if Dad don't want them when they're ready, I can sort of warm them through, which will stay hot anyway. I'm spinning my last sort of load of washing, and I've now got the shoes in there. The pile's gone down massively. Nothing there, so that's good. Oh, that's my wash bag anyway. So I've done all this. I've decided in the end as well, I was doing extra. I did all my bikinis. Quick battery change, sorry. Yes, so I've got all my bikinis in the tumble dryer. just spinning my beach towel. This is a pair of pyjamas which I wasn't keen on anyway, but that's drying. It needs airing, this one. I didn't fully sort of dry that enough. So let me just show you what I've done out here as well. So I've done all the paley colour, all the whitey colours of Dan's. All that needs drying. And in here is all my bikinis. So I'm going to call this video it. So I hope you've enjoyed that one once again. Yeah, we'll just see you tomorrow. I've got to carry on. I've got all this side to do now, all the colours of Dan's and what's of mine in there. Right, so we're going to love you and leave you. See you tomorrow. Take care. Love y'all.